Shalom, call hello YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High, in the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us His truth and sincerity, peace and salutations to the hopeful scattered abroad. Shalom to 144,000. Real quick, I want to touch on this topic with this Luigi character. All right, something that he said, man, as they was taking him into custody, and people were trying to figure out what exactly did he say, and I thought what he said was very interesting, okay, to say the least. But this is also why I say turn off the mainstream media, man, because one thing for sure, two things for certain, these people are always telling you a bunch of garbage. They're always telling you a bunch of garbage, and it shouldn't be trusted, and definitely can't be taken seriously. Like I went to it yesterday about these so-called drones flying over and stuff. They started saying, they had, people, in the government saying how, oh, there was a mothership from Iran off the coast and it was sending these drones in and all this other bullshit, man. Which that's really just to, justify a war with Iran. So they make these stories up for their own interest. But going back to this guy, this Luigi situation, this individual, I believe he's being framed. Everybody's calling him a Patsy, which the word Patsy, I looked it up and I'll grab it. But because you see right here, these are two different people. How does one guy have a unibrow, the other guy doesn't? And then they showed you, the different backpack, and this guy just happened to be at McDonald's with allegedly had the same gun on him. He had a manifesto and all this garbage. It's just, like I said, just turn off the mainstream media. All right, but let me show you what this guy said. All right.
And it's completely out of touch, and it's an insult to the intelligence of the American people and the lived experience.
All right, so
I'm sure you. So there you go. All right, you heard what he said. All right, it says, United Healthcare CEO's murderer. Now they supposed to say allegedly, but it says murderer suspect Luigi Manigon attempts to yell something as police rush him inside, and people started asking, "What did he say? What did he say?" All right. So right here it says, "Who got good ears? What did he say?" And this is what he said. It says, in audible few words, it says, "It's clearly unjust and an insult to the intelligence of the American people. It's a clear conspiracy." Okay. And one thing about it, you had this CEO who was going to testify against Nancy Pelosi, and he got put to death. They put a hit on him. They pretty much whacked him. Okay, in old New York gangster terms, they whacked him. Okay, old mobster terms, the guy got whacked. Okay, so they found some so-called Italian man and put the blame on him when they don't look nothing alike. But what he said makes that even more clear. It says it's clearly unjust and an insult to the intelligence of the American people, because you can see with your own eyes. And that's one thing too, man. So if it smell like bullshit or look like bullshit, it's probably bullshit. But people can see that it's two different individuals. They had on two different. One had on a one particular jacket, the other had on another particular jacket. One had on a certain backpack, the other had on a different backpack. He says it's a clear conspiracy. So there's a conspiracy going on, because people are doing things behind the scenes to stop certain things. Like they didn't want this guy to testify against Nancy Pelosi, so they took him out and then they put the blame on somebody else. This is the word for Patsy. It says a person who is easily taken advantage of, especially by being cheated or blamed for something. And that's what happened. That individual, he was cheated or blamed for something. They're trying to pretty much make him the fall guy, which is what they always do. Every time something like this happens, they find the fall guy. This guy just happens to be at McDonald's, flirting with, one of the, the individuals or one of the workers. Then they said the person who reported him won't get any of the money. It's madness, man. But let me go right here. and that's just got a few precepts. Make this quick. It says, Proverbs chapter, um, Proverbs chapter. Let's go right here. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 18. It says, "The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge." So the simple, you're gonna be simple, you're gonna inherit folly, a bunch of foolishness. It says, "Simpletons are clothed with foolishness, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge." Okay, and let's go into this word simple real quick. All right, see what that means, because that's the problem with these American people. You know, they're on the GMOs, they're on the fluoride. You know, they're breathing in the chemtrails, and you know whatever the mainstream media give them, they'll just fall for it. It says the word simple goes into simplicity, naivety, simple, foolish, open-minded. I remember it was a guy at camp last week. He said, you know, do you guys believe in being open-minded? I said, hell no, because when you open-minded, that leaves room for a bunch of demons to come in there and, you know, sway your thoughts. Okay, Scripture says your heart is most deceitful above all things. Your own mind can you know, deceive you if you want to be open-minded. But it says silly, seducible, foolish, simplicity one. A simple person, man. And that's what majority of these people are here in America. They're very simple, you know. And if you still watch mainstream media and, you know, take every word they say as take the word as bond, then you simple. All right. This is why you got to be, you really got to, you know, weigh things in the spirit. But most people, your spirit ain't dealing with them anyways. It says the simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. So a prudent man, a man of understanding, is going to look well to his going. Okay, you're not just going to fall for the okie doke. No matter, you know, you have to become a thinker, you know, and actually, you know, have reason. It says Proverbs chapter 22 verse 3, because a lot of times a story comes out and the first story they just, oh, well, that's the truth. Come on, man. You know, look fucking deeper. Look beyond the surface. It says Proverbs chapter 22 verse 3, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished." And like going back to this whole drone thing, oh, it's drones, and they just, oh, now it's an Iranian mothership off the coast. Like, they'll tell you anything was on mainstream media, man, and people will just pick it up and eat it. They'll just, you know, they'll just eat it up, and you know, it's like you got to ask yourself. And then I saw a video where they had actual, you know, UFO footage, and they was mixing it up with the drone footage. Oh, look, it's this, it's here, it's here, it's there. It's like, come on, relax. Take it easy. You know, because we know what a chariot is when we see a chariot. All right, a chariot ain't gonna have blinking lights. A chariot ain't gonna, a chariot is not gonna, you know, as they said, it had lights on, and then when somebody came near it, the lights came off. What? But this is the world that we're in now. And like did a video yesterday, we're coming into a time of mass deception. They're going to feed you all kind of bullshit to swirl your mind up, and people ain't going to know what the hell to believe. Okay? That's why you got to try the spirit, man. All right, let me go bring this out. It says Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 12 verse 9. It says, or verse 10, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." So never trust your enemy. No matter what these devils tell you, don't trust it, man. You know, you really gotta, you know, be very simple to trust anything you see on mainstream media. It says, "Though he humble himself and go crouching, take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away." And for you to be still trusting in mainstream media after this whole C9 scam-demic that happened, now they're telling you, oh yeah, it was a scam. It was a scam. They're flat out telling you now. I got to do a video on it, but I'm kind of iffy about doing it. But you know, they're saying the people that took that shot and that died from it. Now they're admitting you people died from it. They're saying, oh, their health insurance won't cover it, or their life insurance won't cover it. I would be mad as hell. Okay. It says, "Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as coming out wild beast?" And anybody who fell for that mainstream garbage, you got what you deserved. You know, if you ran up there and, rolled your sleeved up, you got what you deserved, because you was charming that serpent and got bitten. It says, so one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? And then they had the nerve to come on the stand and say, no, nobody forced you to take it. Nobody made you take it. You see? Demonic. Very demonic. And there's so much stuff going on right now, it's hard to keep up with it, but it's, you just gotta, keep a tunnel vision, to the prophecies. All right? It says, for a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. A lot of you people are being undermined. Let me grab this too, because this is the problem with our people. Like I went into it with the whole fucking Kamala Harris thing. They just fell for it. They ate it up. It says, Proverbs 14, verse 15, they brought this out. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. So the simple, they just going, every word, they're going to eat it up. It says, 1 John chapter 4, verse 1, beloved, believe not every spirit. Just because somebody on the TV telling you something, don't mean you should believe them. It says, but try the spirits, whether they be of the Most High, because many false prophets are gone out into the world, and they'll tell you anything. Even some of these, Hebrew Israelite teachers, they'll tell you anything. But you got to try the spirit by the spirit, man. Just because it sounds good, don't mean it's good for you. Okay? Most things that taste good are not good for you. So we coming into a time where you got to be circumspect. Your discernment is going to be, a huge indicator of whether you are saved or not, or of whether you endure or not. So pray for the Spirit, pray for the Lord to guide you, to keep you in these days, man. Because you can easily be deceived nowadays, man. They got, AI, deep fakes, they got all kind of shit out there that, if you lack intelligence, then you're gonna be taken, man. With that being said, I'm gonna say shalom, praise, lessons, edifying, to the hopeful elect. Shalom.